Hey, what's up, everyone? Yes, I know. I'm wearing a hat this episode. And why, you might ask? I don't know, is the answer. Uh, my name is Preston, and this is a typical podcast. Yeah, I'm not a hat guy. I've made it pretty well known that I'm not really a hat guy. I don't wear them. Not because I don't think I can rock them, but just because, like, I don't know. I prefer not to have stuff on my head. I think hats are weird, but they're useful and I get their purpose. Um oh yeah, it's not because I'm hiding my hair. My hair looks the same as it always does. So don't think like, "Oh, Preston's bald." Nah, I didn't go that crazy. How are all the moms doing, huh? All the mothers. Yep. All the madres, Spanish for mom. Yeah, how are you all doing? Cuz I know tons of moms listen to this. You're doing great. That's good. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep momming things. Keep what's up, Freckles? Keep, taking care of your business, your kids. Keep taking care of you. I don't know, I laughed at that cuz when I said taking care of business, I just thought of it like these moms are like hitmen and they're just taking care of business, they're just not killing their own kid, but like taking care. I guess in hitman language, taking care of is killing. So that analogy did not work. Technically, it's not Mother's Day today. It was yesterday, but when I was recording this, it's Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all those moms out there. Happy Mother's Day. Keep mothering things up. Love y'all. All right, let me just come out the gate and say, middle school sucks. Uh, We've all experienced it. Unless you're homeschooled, then you've never experienced middle school. Before all of us normal people and regulars of society, I know I know some people that said middle school was great. They loved middle school. If you were one of those kids that said middle school was amazing, I think you literally have issues right now. Like there's something going on in life today that you are not capable to handle, and you just like, you know I can't even, like, like, you got some issues. The reason middle school is such like a weird, it's a weird time, right? Nobody knows who they are. Like, as a, elementary school, all right, you're a kid, you're just playing games, you're just hanging out at school, you're learning your ABCs and multiplication and division for the first time. Maybe it might be your second or third time because multiplication and division is kind of hard. But that's not the point. The point is you're a kid in elementary school. You're just playing around. You're learning not social interactions, but like, because in elementary school, social interactions are just like, hey, oh hey, I'm Preston. Oh, okay, cool, nice to meet you. You want to play? And then that's it. You're friends for life. That's how it worked. But middle school was it's different, because that's when you're starting to you're not like old enough to be like, that's the thing, you're not old enough to be wise. Nobody in middle school knew what they were saying. They just heard about something and they would always try to pass it off like they knew it, like as if they were just like, oh yeah, I knew what that was. Yeah, you didn't know what a penis was? Come on, dude. Jesus. Come on, man. Everyone's got them. And then you're like, "What? Really? Everyone?" And then, yeah. Come on. You don't know? Um Literally everyone. That's what they would say. They didn't say that to me, but they would, that was an example. So yeah, nobody knows what they're doing. They're trying to figure things out. Much like I don't know what my arm's doing right now. I just reached over and grabbed nothing. But 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 in middle school, that's like you know, everyone's dumb and everyone's trying to not be dumb. But in middle school, like that's like a immediate shift of like, all right, people are trying to be popular. Like that was when people were like, I'm trying to find myself by having others love me and find me for who I am as a very unintelligent, socially awkward kid. That's what every middle schooler is doing. And that's a fact by the dictionary, Webster. Look it up. But yeah, the reason why I'm talking about middle school is just because it's such like time wise, it is not that long. Like, in elementary school, you got like first kindergarten to like sixth grade or whatever it is. And I know it's some places it's like fifth grade, and then middle school is like sixth to eighth or something like that. For me, middle school was just 2 years, seventh and eighth grade. Um, so like it's in the grand scheme of like your education, it's not that big. It's not that large of a time. Like elementary school, it's like a large first portion. The middle school is like just 2 years. It was just a tiny bit, and then high school is the last four, and then college, whatever. We don't even need to talk about that because college is useless and not important, and honestly is a scam. That was really the key to middle school, is not knowing anything that you were doing, but passing it off as if you already knew it. 'Cause like now, for me, I'm not afraid to be like, I don't know. I didn't know that. I didn't understand. Oh, Hitler was bad? What? I didn't know that. That's a bad example. I don't agree with that. I knew that. I was aware that he was not good, you know. But the point is, if some that was a bad that was not a good example. Let me phrase that. Like today, or at least now, speaking for myself, I'm not afraid to be like, I don't know that. I didn't understand. Whereas in middle school, you know, I didn't care. So like, or no. There's like this weird part of you that's like, I should know this because you want to fit in, right? That was what middle school is. You want to fit in with people. You want people to like you. You want to have friends. I don't care who you are. That's what middle school is. You want to find your friends, trying to figure yourself out, and you're not gonna figure yourself out in that time frame. You figure yourself out when you're 18. That's just how it is. That's a fact. Also from dictionary, Webster. Look it up. I was easily intimidated in middle school. It wasn't even like it wasn't I don't know, it wasn't like okay, it's I don't know how to describe it, right? Cuz it's not like I was intimidated by people, but like I kind of was. Now, let me try to do a better let me try to describe things better. Like I wasn't afraid to talk to people that I didn't know. Like, I didn't that didn't bother me. I didn't care. I was more so intimidated cuz there was just so many people that I did not know. I think that's what it was mainly. Like I looked around and there was just so many of these kids that like I didn't know. Didn't grow up with. I didn't like couldn't be like, "Oh, hey, you remember that time in Miss Terry's class when so and so put glue on their eyes?" That was hilarious. You didn't really have everyone there to be like, "Oh yeah, that's relatable." I think that's what it was. But yeah, I was super intimidated. There was I remember there was in like a computer tech class. The class that teaches you Microsoft Word and Excel, but I don't know how to use Excel, but it taught me that. So, technically, by definition, I know Excel. Uh that type of class kind of there was one kid, she was like a grade above me. So like I was in 7th grade. It was like my first year in middle school or whatever. and she was like in 8th grade. She never said this to me, but I was intimidated by her. This is what every interaction was like, okay? She was like this. To in my mind, this is what it would be like every single time. You haven't smoked cigarettes? You're such a pussy. Are you serious? Really? Not once? Never even tried? What the hell? By the way, this girl always smelled like cigarettes. That's why I thought that this is how every interaction would be. Anyway. Wow. You've never smoked before? Pussy? Oh my god. Grow up. Jeez. How old are you? You're like 12. What? Why haven't you haven't done that? Why? Why? Are you afraid? You pussy? What's up? What's up? Now, she never was like that, but that was just in my mind. That was her. But she always did smell like cigarettes. Yeah, she was that kid. There's always one. There is always one. That's a fact. There's one. There's always one. There's always one. But like, she was actually like, she wasn't that. She was never mean to me, but she just, I was intimidated. Just because it was middle school, I didn't know all these people. I only knew like a select few growing up. And, all the people that you did know growing up, they're all branching out, meeting all these other random people. And they're forming new groups of friends. So you're like, my old group of friends, wait, why aren't we all hanging out again? That's pretty much middle school. It's everyone finally no longer like contained to this group that wasn't really like 100% their choice. It was just wherever they lived. There's a school nearby, and now these kids are your friends. But in middle school, that changes because suddenly you're with more students, or at least for me it was like you're with like 500 new people, and new friendships form, and that's great. But that's why middle school was shit, because middle school sucks. That's the point. The point is, no one knows what they're doing. Everyone acts like they know what they're doing. It's intimidating, and these kids are all just actually stupid and socially not the best. And that's why I promise I will never be 13 years old ever again. And I'll keep that promise. I talked about middle school a lot this episode so far, but just briefly, I was about to go on my phone and go on Instagram just for like a moment, but that made me remember. You guys, any of you remember when when you first got Instagram, and you were like kind of like a kid, if you were a kid. If you're not, then that's fine. But there was this thing where I remember this very specifically, especially in middle school. You'd put up a post. Or maybe you had like a few posts, and then a friend of yours would just like every single thing that you have. They called this spam. Okay, this is spam. They just spam like everything you have, and then you yourself would post a screenshot of your friend, your very close friend or whatever, spam liking all your photos, and then you would put for the caption, "Thanks for the spam. Hee hee. Haha. Wow. What a great friend. Thank you." That actually happened. Like, it wasn't even like, that was, oh my God. Oh my God. That kind of hurts my brain thinking about that. Now, I never did this. I promise you. I guarantee you. I never did that. I never said thanks for the spam. I never even DM'd someone saying thanks for the spam, but there were so many the girls and like a few like sport guys. They would be like, "Thanks for the spam, bro," or like, "Thanks for the spam," and oh my God, that's just funny to think about. Like, oh my God, my friend just liked every single thing that I posted. What a friend! I'm gonna put up another photo for them to like that, about them liking all my stuff. That's crazy. Wow. Friendships, am I right? That's that's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Why don't we do that anymore? We don't get to, I don't see those happening anymore. I might just do that. I might just bring that back. I might just put up a picture and like text my friend, "Hey, Go like every single thing I have, and I'll explain later. And then I'll take a screenshot, throw that thing up on Instagram, and be like, "Oh my god, they did this! Like, wow, they really just blew up my phone, guys. That's right, my phone, ding 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 ding, was going crazy. It sounded like a carnival. It was just ding 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 ding, step right up, ding 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 ding. The step right up is my ringtone for calling. That's why there was like step right up. It wasn't just some random guy shouting that out. Yeah, we went off the deep end for that. We went off the deep end for that commentary on spam for Instagram, didn't we? It wasn't like a contained roller coaster. It was kind of like a wide roller coaster. And you know what? It's about to get wider if I keep talking. So let's just move on to the next thing, shall we? Oh, it's just one of those days. You guys ever have like one of those days, where like you're just, like, does anyone else smell that? Does anyone else smell stroke? Because, like, I smell burning toast, That's what I smell right now. Thank you guys for listening and watching. I'm sorry this episode might be a little short. But I appreciate you guys listening, watching. Freckles is here. She's just chilling right next to me. And she's making sounds. So let's just end this by, I almost dropped the mic. Let's just end this by you guys listen to her make dog sounds. Freckles, you hecka just farted. This isn't even like a joke. You hella just farted. Oh my god.